So I'm gonna rent out the entire park for the entire day. And I'm gonna show Shannon and Courtney a full off-roading experience.
I'm moving on.
So we get up really early the next morning and we all kind of feel sick from all the things we had at Cedar Point the day before, but we're like, it doesn't matter, like we're gonna have a great day. So we drive and I feel like it was about an hour and a half away.
Because I've never been so alone, and I've never been so loud.
It's big. So this is parking area, which is right over here.
Okay.
And then this one is straight back.
And by the time we get there, we're really hungry. So right next door to the off-roading place is a local diner. So like, oh great, like let's grab some breakfast.
Where are we?
So we went in. It was one of those moments where you feel people just being like, we're in Bundy Hill.
Well,
I love fried bologna, and they actually sell fried bologna.
I've never had that and I will never have that.
My dad used to always.
And then like nobody at the diner helped us. We were sitting there for probably like 35 minutes. Mickey,
I haven't seen a menu like that in a while.
it's a little dirty.
It's a little dirty.
And I'm kind of like, I don't think we're wanted here. Or maybe they ran out of breakfast. Like, I don't know, like let's just go to the gas station. They were judging us so hard in there.
I know.
We looked a little bit out of place, but.
Just a little. We definitely did not fit in. Bundy Hill Off-Road Park.
For real. I mean, I obviously can't drink this because there's not a dairy. Cherry cappuccino. Do you know how I feel about cherry things?
She loves cherry.
And also you'll notice like throughout this whole vlog, I talk about like how I'm not supposed to eat dairy, right? And I'm not. But I keep saying that I have like a dairy intolerance and every single day I pretend like I didn't just eat it the next day. Oh my God, smell it.
I can't say that I would like that.
Is it good?
It smelled weird.
Let me smell it.
Smells like cherries. And that's why I left so sick. That's just me explaining myself for how stupid I sound when I'm talking about my dairy and just, I make points about it every single day. And then I continue to eat it and pretend like I didn't. I will eat it the next day and then be like, I don't eat dairy, and then eat it again. So anyways, we go grab a coffee, grab some, like a ton of snacks, get back in the car and it starts pouring. So it's supposed to rain until like 2, 3?
Yep.
Looks like we're going mudded. We got things to cover.
So we are here.
And we're gonna go all around.
Did we do the deer run?
Well, we are in Bundy Hill, which kind of sounds like a place where people go missing. So let's stay away from the Whispering Woods.
You think Ted Bundy ever came up here?
Oh,
Dad, you want to just meet us in the building?
I'm going in right now.
Okay, we'll go in too. So then I'm like, all right, girls, looks like off-road and turned into mudding today. So we're just sitting there in the car waiting for my dad to come. He brings the Razor, the 4-wheeler, his truck, and we just start setting up.
Just driving free a reckless heart. Just trying to be as light as a breeze. The queen of art, Friday morning. The queen of art, Friday morning.
We all lost each other probably like 15 times and no cell phone service really at all.
We should probably wait for Court.
We might have lost one.
You're lost? Okay, we'll go find you.
Which trail? Courtney, which trail were you on?
Yeah, so I ended up
Where we were.
Courtney was completely stuck and we couldn't find her for like 45 minutes and finally we're like following like, I would say it was probably what, like 20 acres of land.
Fascination set into motion, a swell of grace immersed in love. The place where all that surrounds you is control. I'm captivated by another dimension. I've never felt this way before. I'm captivated by her love never ending. This is what's fighting for.
Good morning, Costellers. The rain has finally stopped. We are here off-roading at Bundy Hill. I've been thriving, honestly.
Yeah.
Did a couple jumps. trying to get my dad's attention so I can have the four-wheeler back, but I think he's ignoring me on purpose. Look at him. What the hell is Dennis?
He's gonna roll backwards.
I'm gonna go behind the swamp and find Shrek.
I'm captivated by another dimension. I've never felt this way before. I'm captivated by a love never ending. This is worth fighting for.
Had a blast. It was beautiful. We got the mudding portion, we got the sunny version of it, and then we loaded up, went back to the gas station for more snacks, and headed home. So Courtney and I had this plan to go to a place called Loma's, which is right next to where Haley texted my best friend, who you guys, if you watch me, are familiar with. If not, she lives in a place called Swanton, Ohio. And that's about 40-ish minutes from where I live, so it's kind of a drive. But Loma's is this little Mexican restaurant bar that was like right around the corner from where Haley used to live. So when we were younger, we'd go there all the time. That's where people would hang out. Courtney and I drove and met Jamie. All the people I used to hang around with in Swanton were there, so it was really fun. Courtney was so intrigued because there was dollar tacos and dollar margs. Also, some of my like Bedford friends as well were out there. We were just enjoying our time, having some Mexican food for dinner, some margs, and then we went home, I think, and went to sleep. That was a long day. We did so much. Off-roading, double gas station, drive home, Loma's. So the next day we wake up and I was like, okay, it's time to do like the actual like where I grew up portion of the vlog. So my friend Megan, who was previously there, as I mentioned before, she came back over and it was really fun because like she was a part of obviously like all the memories at my house, and like it was really cool to be together like, I don't know, however many years later, just driving around like reminiscing kind of. So the first stop we made was to Bedford High School.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the
We're here at Bedford High School, dead in the summer, but I have a lot of memories at this track. Not only for like cheerleading, but like obviously growing up. Even after I graduated, I would come here and work out like every single day. Right, Meg?
Yep. Hey, it's 2,000 degrees out. Hey, let's go do stairs and run. How about no? No.
We did it
No.
like every single day.
Literally.
Every single day.
I would have been Erika and her husband if she would have stayed in Bedford.
You're absolutely correct. Trying to find my grandpa's brick. Jerry Costell. My dad and my uncle were kind of a big deal in Bedford because they were like, my uncle was really, really good at wrestling. My dad was like the football star, so I was little Costell growing up my whole life. We have to find my grandpa's brick, you guys. I'm not giving up. Our things, football and wrestling, because he coached 1988 to 1995. So my grandpa was basically just a legend. Now that we found our bricks, you guys want to see where I had my first kiss?
Yeah.
So every year on the 4th of July, Bedford has like a big fireworks show, or at least they used to. But my first kiss was right here, this exact spot, and we missed. Because the firework went off as soon as we went to kiss, and we both missed each other's faces.
In that exact spot, Erika Costell had her first kiss.
Your brick should go there.
I know. But I want to sit in the student section because I never got to, because I was always cheering. So if you were popping, you sat here.
If you were popping.
I never got to sit in the student section either because I was cheered too.
Yeah.
Go Mules!
Call a play. What just happened, Shannon?
They did a pass to the wide receiver and he got a touchdown. Oh no, interception! Wait, he fumbled! We got it, touchdown!
Okay, well that's what it would have been like. Hey, let's go! Go big O! Let's go! Hey, let's go over here! Let's go, girls! Guys, I was so extra in high school, I'm not gonna lie. I was like student council, like talked at the pep rallies, did cheerleading. I was on homecoming court.
fly. I know they'll never catch me for it. See me fly. The way I put my finger on it. See me fly. You got it. Then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. See me fly.
I did everything. Like I came to high school to be social. Oh my, it's open. Do you think we get in trouble?
No, if it's open, right?
So then after that, we go over to the high school. No, they don't let people in the school in the summer. Well, it's like an actual thing. Hey, think of something to say.
Do you have any suggestions? Because I thought just like we're filming a hometown video, we have to check identification. I have 4.6 million subscribers.
I'm a Bedford alumni. Oh my god, you guys.
Wait,
Come on.
there's people behind you.
It's okay. Look, they have Dippin' Dots at school. Feels so weird. Okay, we're just gonna go to EC hallway because we're already in. There's two parts of the school, the old and the new. This is the older one. There's 2 gyms in here. This is a big school. Like, I graduated with over 500 kids. This is really wild to me. I would really like to go find some of my photos. They'd be by Mr. Weaver's room, which is this way. If any of you are watching this and you're in high school, live your best lives here because I promise you it'll get better and better after. So don't worry about anything.
Truth.
Have fun. Who cares what people say or think? Like, you're not gonna be the same as you are in high school. I'm really upset because my photos are down there.
Stop, wet box.
Yeah, we're not gonna go. We can go in the front. They might have them in the front now.
There was like a cabinet down there with all the trophies and stuff.
I remember my grandma used to bring me lunch like every single day. I'd go through those back doors, pick it up, sneak back in. Thanks, Grandma. You've always been a real homie. Here's Trent.
Oh, is that your first boyfriend?
Yup.
Oh my god. Do they always have photos up here?
Yeah, it's for like the really like big athletes. Oh my god, this is so funny. There's Trent. There's Troy. That's pretty much it because the rest is blocked off. In the front is like where all the homecoming photos are, but it's like taped. Now let's go to the junior high school. Yeah. So then when that's done, my junior high school is actually like right next door. So we go over there. We couldn't get in there, but we kind of just like walked around.
Did you see those girls back there?
Were they fans?
Yeah, they were just like looking at you.
Like volleyball.
Yeah.
Conditioning. They're like, Erika, you peaked. Get out of high school. You peaked here. Go on. I know a lot of people who peaked in high school. Don't be a high school peaker.
Did you peak in high school?
Yeah, duh. No, I went on and lived a few lives after. I lived a little bit of a life here, a little bit in Tennessee.
You have lived multiple lives.
Yeah, a little bit in LA, back to Tennessee, back to LA, back to Michigan, baby.
Yeah.
High school is the one time to just literally not stress. I was thinking about all the things I learned in like elementary school. Even when do you guys ever use cursive writing?
Never.
Never. And then the rest of the friends that I was really good friends with in high school are all like pregnant or have babies or are married. So I'm obviously like doing well. I was like, hey, maybe I'll come home. Who's left? Who can I marry? Come on. When I was in 6th grade at Temperance Road Elementary, this kid from the high school won a Chef Boyardee ravioli contest, and he won a JoJo concert. I was in 6th grade. At the time, the high schoolers were like, oh, we're older than her. Like, we don't want to go to that concert. So the 6th graders from all the schools got to go, and it was in this gym. First concert right there, Bedford High School, JoJo, Get Out, Leave. Harvey actually did that album.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Full circle.
Get out, leave right now.
So we closed up at the high school, which brought back a ton of memories for me. And then we went and drove to the first house I lived in Michigan.
This February came. Don't want to throw
I haven't
it
probably
all.
been in this neighborhood in like 14 years. So I'm gonna do a little walk by.
Casual.
Everyone in this neighborhood was friends too. I used to TP the same house in this neighborhood every weekend, pretty much. Across the street, this was my house.
Like a die.
Oh my god, it's so cute, except for the shutters were like dark gray. I wish you could see back there. There's like a cool, there was a really big shed back there and a huge pool. I remember at one point we were taking like applesauce cups. I think this had to have been like me and Chelsea. And we would stick cotton balls in applesauce and like stick them on people's trees. And that's what it's like to live in Michigan. I would run away through this park. Down, 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 right there. Obviously a rebel my whole life. So I lived in that house probably until the very beginning of high school. And then we move over to this next house that you're about to see. Where that kid in high school, or after high school, ran from right here across to my beautiful house and led the cops to my front door, but that's a story time that my mom will tell. Remember that shit?
I do.
All right, guys, so this was my house where I moved my freshman year of high school.
This was like the hangout spot. There was always 7 cars deep of everybody that were hanging out for the weekend. Bye, Mom. I'm leaving for like 3.5 weeks to go to Erika's.
See you never.
See ya, probably never.
It kind of looks the same except for this was all blocked off with bushes. Like you couldn't see. This was my grandma's property was right here. This is our property. It goes back probably 10 acres or so.
I remember your grandma's room. And you guys gotta be quiet because my grandma's sleeping in the back bedroom.
Yep.
And you try to open up that door real quiet.
Yep. I
hear her,
forgot
like,
my grandma
rustling
moved
and
in
stirring.
the
Yeah.
year before I went to college.
Because
She
it was
did.
back in this back bedroom.
That's right. And then, oh my God, this is so weird.
Did your grandma live here when you lived at the other house?
Yes, my grandma lived there for like, I think over 50 years. So, but she sold it because they were moving to Tennessee, so she moved in down here when I left. We don't want to disturb too much peace because I don't know these people and I'm technically trespassing, but this barn right here, it still says M&C, that stands for Michaeline or Michelle and Clark. That was my grandma and grandpa. They ran their first businesses out of this. They had a vending machine business, they had a couple other businesses, and then it turned into just like an office space. My grandpa actually had an airplane in there for a little bit, like a little 1-seater airplane because he used to be a pilot and fly. None of my family from my mom's side, so not my grandma, none of my siblings, my stepdad, they all live in Nashville now. Even though I've been back to Michigan, I have not been there in, I don't know, probably I would say since 2014-ish. So it's been a while, it's been a long time. Oh, mom. That's Megan's ex-boyfriend's house, but we won't show it. Oh. So from there, you guys kind of got a little tour of my second house in Michigan, my grandma's house, and then we go literally like 2 minutes down the road driving in a car to where my grandma's old restaurant used to be. It is now called Maggie's Cafe. If you live in Bedford, you obviously know. So let's get out and walk around. My grandma used to own this cafe. It's now called Maggie's Cafe, which, funny story, I used to babysit Maggie when I was a lot younger, but this was technically, I guess, my first job when I was like 13, 14 years old because I would do the cash register here. I used to come here literally every morning and get a blueberry muffin and hot chocolate. So when my grandma owned it, like I said, it was called M&C's Corner Cafe, Michelle and Clark. That's my grandma and grandpa. So this is a free brand deal for Maggie's Cafe. If you live in Michigan, come visit. Maggie's probably like 20 now. It looks exactly the same. Wait, is this the Bedford now? We don't need one, but it's about baseball. Typical. So lots of memes from the cafe. My dad meets us in Bedford and we go to this place called Village Pizza. I cannot remember a time I didn't go there. Like from the time I was really little until now, like that is the place where all the families would go eat the best pizza like in town.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
Everybody dig in.
That Frito pie, I thought about it for like 4 days.
There's, yeah.
How many animals are on that pizza?
Well, there's a couple of, there's
Turkey?
some pig, there's some cow.
What's the pepperoni?
That's mixed. That's a goat.
It is not goat. You ate
Parents.
goat meat.
Yeah, they had a big party and they had
were
a goat on a
serving
spit.
goat?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you.
They had this crane machine that like the kids would stay busy with because you won every single time.
Erica, I have $2. Here you go.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so Courtney, this is what you do. You stand on the side, you tell me if it's a good angle, and that's how we'll win together. I want this squirrel unicorn.
What?
The squirrel unicorn?
That's a squirrel mermaid.
That's what I meant.
Oh. No.
Should we try for something else? Oh, he's got more. No, Courtney, we don't take excuses. We take W's. We're gonna get this.
No.
They changed the clock. Oh, a $5 bill. Oh, I didn't even do that. Oh, there's a time limit now. Oh, that was a perfect grip. If that doesn't,
Nope.
No,
this is rigged. Come on, Megan.
But you only have like 20 seconds.
Hurry, go.
Oh no. It's so, see, it's just weak.
This is
It's
bullshit.
Oh,
They loosened the claw.
Oh.
I have to leave. It's time. It's time. I'm pissed.
That was a waste of your $5.
Yeah, it always has been.
There was two little kids, two little boys standing like this with their grandparents, and they had my channel pulled up, and they were looking at the phone, they were looking at me, and then they were looking at the phone. I was too pissed off. It wasn't a good time to meet me. I didn't get my squirrel cat mermaid. So my dad goes home, and us girls, again, my dairy comment comes through here because I had just had cheesy bread, mozzarella sticks, and pizza, and I'm obsessed. It's still my favorite ice cream place. It's called Little Shack.
Long serving
Oh my god, it all looks the same, you guys.
Honey mixer.
I got a banana cream pie sundae.
I got a cookie dough mixer.
Shannon.
And I got a peanut butter cup.
We got our ice cream and then we drove back to the hotel where we were staying, and I remember like I got out of the car and I was just like genuinely so sick, but it was worth it.
You want to throw up out here or inside?
That was a mistake. It was so good, yeah. No.
Still has some residue in the bottom.
I have more of mine if you want.
No. I don't want to look at food ever again. I definitely ended up getting sick that night from all the dairy I had been consuming and pretending I wasn't for the past week, and then we just went to bed. Not okay on any level of life. Well, like maybe one or two, but like just not right now.
No. You done did it again.
Before we woke up the next day, and I wanted to continue to keep showing parts of my life where, like my first job, where I did my all-star cheer, all that stuff. So the first stop that we made was at Sparks, or what used to be Sparks All-Stars, which is the team that I used to cheer for all-star cheerleading, and that also happened to be my first job. I was a cheerleader from my high school, and also I did all-star cheerleading for like ever. This is where I met Audrey, Haley, Maria, Megan, who we've been with, was all through this place called Cheerworks Sparks, which is now gone. That's so sad, but I spent probably, I don't know, half of my life here. See where it says open?
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
That was the front desk, and that's where Audrey's mom used to work. I learned all my tumbling skills here, all of them. It's a big gym too. It looks small right now, but as you can see, the building goes back super far. I have so many memories at that gym. It is no longer Sparks All-Stars. I'm not sure if they still exist, but that was the building that it was in. And then literally, guys, like directly across or diagonal was this place called Sun Goddess, which is a tanning salon. If you live in Ohio, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 50% off lotion. It was lit. Yeah, the Matrix, that's what I tanned in. Tanning is so bad for you though, like I did it way too often. I worked here when I was a cheerleader, literally right down the road, but I'd work here like once or twice a week so I could get free tans for cheer season. I met some really cool people here. Like I was like really good friends with the girls who worked here too. They were really cool. But the reason I was working there is because I got free tanning and like half off everything. So for my cheer seasons, I'd get to tan for free. And those are the only two jobs other than like the modeling I used to do when I was younger that I ever had in Ohio. So that was cool to see. From there, those were both in Ohio. So we went to my preschool and my middle school. I went to private school from preschool to 6th grade, and then I switched over to Bedford schools in 6th grade. Okay guys, I went to preschool for 3 years. Tea is spilled because I went so young, and my grandma always wanted me to be older in my grade. I was the second oldest in my whole graduating class. So this right here, oh my God. Wait, I might have to get out. I haven't been here like, I don't know, since 5th grade. So here we are at Regina Cheerleading, which is where I went from preschool until 5th grade. Also, if you notice, I'm wearing a waist trainer this day. That is because I felt so fluffy and sick and had this horrible reaction to all the things I was eating. I felt like I literally had to like secure myself so I didn't like fall over because I felt so gross.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what you doing?
I'm actually filming my hometown vlog right now, and I'm at Regina Cheerleading. How many years did I go to preschool?
You went to preschool for
3 years, right?
3 years, and then you went K through 5.
Through 5, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was telling Courtney and Shannon, I was like, I think I went here 3 years in a row. Know that. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Why did she want you to be older?
Because my grandma is like very analytical, I think is the word, and she like knows from being a teacher, my grandma was a teacher for a long time, that older kids excel more in their grade, and she's like, everybody I ever know who was an older student like just always did better, was more mature, got better grades.
Yeah.
So she was really adamant on that, but don't know if it's true or not. I know a lot of really cool people who are younger than me. Every single Friday, you had to go to church. You would stay an hour after and learn like the new songs for next week. I remember every mass service, you got like a little psalm that you had to go up and you had to read to the whole church. And that's where I learned my like a sunflower that I randomly sing. And it never goes away. I think I was brainwashed here. When I went to public school, my biggest shock was like lunchtime. Because here, we only had, you had to pack a lunch except for one day a week. Public school, they offer you food every single day to buy. When they would bring in food, it'd be like Fazoli's, breadsticks, or like Chick-fil-A. And you had to fill out a paper the week before saying what you wanted. And then you go to public school, it's like 100 kids in a cafeteria, lunch ladies. I'm like, what is this? And then we're kind of just driving back and we passed this tattoo place that Haley and I always used to go to, any chance that we got. It was a piercing and tattoo parlor. Right here.
Needle Masters?
Needle Masters.
What is that looking thing?
This is where Haley and I got our first tattoo together. The one on my hip. I was like 19 years old, I think. 18 or 19.
And they're right next to Platinum Showgirls.
Platinum Showgirls. That wasn't there then. But China King was there, and we used to come pick up China King a lot. And then we go for more ice cream. There was this place called Scoops. It's an ice cream place. It was in walking distance from the second house I showed you guys. And we used to go there probably every single day after school.
This is the smallest little shop ever.
It's called Scoops.
Scoops.
So me, Shannon, and Court go over, get some more scoops of ice cream.
I just want to point out, you're wearing a waist trainer because of all the dairy.
I know. This is what I'm saying, dude. And then I just go back for more. Like in my mind, like I was just like, if I say it's true, it's true. Like, hi, can I have one peanut butter cup sundae? So then right after Scoops, we drove back out to Dundee to say goodbye to my dad. And on the way there, we kind of stop and show the house I was talking about previously, where I grew up at my dad's house with like the goats and the off-roading track and all that stuff. Oh my God, look you guys.
Oh, it's so cute.
Is it weird if I pull over?
No, you live here once.
Yeah, this was my dad's house. It looks a little bit different now. This is where like the four-wheeler track was. Laptop window, that was mine and Leah's room. To your left here, we have a peasant farm.
Are you sure it's not pheasant?
Peasant? Oh, it is. Back there, we have a pheasant farm. Do you think it's weird? I mean, I know you're with my family in Hawaii, but that they call me Mikey, does it throw you guys off?
It's so funny. Yeah, like yesterday, it kept throwing me off.
The one time it was weird too was when I met them on tour, and they just like came into your dressing room, so I was like guessing. I was like, I think that's her dad, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And then they asked me something about Mikey. I was like, one, I don't know who you people are, and two, who is Mikey?
And then we keep going over to my dad's house to say goodbye.
Well, I don't mind to slow down anymore.
You guys are gonna have to come to California.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, that was good.
When we were at my dad's house, if you've been watching my Instagram stories lately, there's like new photos of me very young. We were going through all of those photos. My dad has so many cool photos of me and my sister and my brother and like the whole family growing up, like parts that you haven't seen. Okay, I wanna print some of these out, but
There.
Is that you?
safety pin, that's me.
Oh.
Cute haircut, Dad.
Wow.
Is that the campground?
Yeah, it was a Karani.
Oh my God. Look at Leah, just minding her own business. Look how young you look. Look at Leah, she's like, it's my brother. I'm like another one. We lived on the water.
Tubin.
I didn't know these existed still. Good thing she scanned some before we lost them.
To by land, by air, by sea. And that is how it's supposed to be. Now.
Another part of my childhood that we couldn't visit because it's so far away is my stepmom's mother, so my grandma, owned a campground called Shady Shores Campground growing up. And every single weekend we were out at the campground, we were tubing, we were wakeboarding, we were on boats, we were on the pontoon, we were making, like I grew up very, very Michigan-like, I would say. There are a lot of parts that you guys did not get to see because like I said, it was only 5 days and I only could like remember certain things. So that's it for the Michigan vlog, guys. A lot packed into this series. Obviously, it's not my whole life growing up. It's just like the main parts that we could hit. As much as I could possibly pack into 6 days, obviously I spent about 17 or 18 years there, so there's a lot that you didn't see. I wanted to finally answer those questions, show you guys my dad, the other side of my family, And realistically, I just wanted to show you where I'm from. I have lived a lot of lives. Like, I am a very grown adult, and before I got on YouTube, I had my whole Michigan life, I had my whole college life, and then you guys have only really been able to see this LA life. So I thought it was really important to show that I am a completely normal person. As you just saw, I grew up extremely normal, nothing super crazy, nothing super fancy. I was just like any other kid probably that went to high school. What you see me as now seems like, you know, a little bit of glitz and glamour and whatever. It is very possible to go from a very normal situation into a situation I am now, and I've been dying to show you guys because nobody really knows. No one even knew my second name was Mikey. Nobody has even seen my dad on camera. Everyone's like, where's your dad? Is he missing? I'm like, no, he just lives in Michigan on a dirt road in Dundee. Like, there's so many questions that have not been answered about my previous life before YouTube. So here they are. Really quick before I go, obviously COVID has put a almost complete stop on all the traveling and all the music that we were doing. But I just want to let you know that even though it's stalled, meaning we can't go in and record or we can't travel to London for modeling, there are so many things that I have been doing this entire quarantine that once it opens back up, I'm so excited for you guys to see, one, the new music, my new agent sees, new music videos, just like everything in general. I feel like we're gonna try to revamp, and I really wanna know what you guys wanna see. I love vlogging, but I love doing things like this that are a little bit more meaningful. So maybe combining the two together, I don't know, or we could do what I eat in a day and how I get ready in my daily life as well. So with all that being said, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below, like I've said a million times, what you wanna see, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
In that photograph of us, it seemed like you were finding love to be. Closer to you than you thought, until you thought too much and let go of me. I don't wanna put you down this time and forget about everything and what we found. I don't wanna lose it all this time.
Woo! Let's eat.
Erika, okay. No. Twerk first.
I'm